it is difficult to figure out how people should comment at the point or at the time that you were taking certain actions.
Okay.
It's very, very difficult. And again, some people will not understand you until the end results. Some people will get it wrong right from the onset. Some people will also get it right, just based on how they think that you are going about it. And Shatta's case is a typical example.
Outside your resources, outside your resources, your consistency. That's one thing with Shatta. One year do baby and give you up on it.
Okay.
He kept it, so it became a bear or no. So the moment you mention Shatta and music, we say, "Oh, we tune him up about Sam or whatever." A bear or no, so consistency is one. Resilience, regardless of challenges. Then I Shatta and face it. Backlash went on face it. Backlash went on face it, but yes, still he stood. Even at the point when everything seems to turn around against him, he saw the light in the over the tunnel.
At the end of the tunnel.
Yes, end of dry. Yeah. So if you are an upcoming artist and you want to draw inspiration from this, get your craft well, brand yourself well, be consistent, be resilient. Yes, as I said there, one thing I've also realized in our setting is we don't accept change easily. At the full phobia about until Abidjan, we already want what is already established. Then we go with it. And if you also want to tune that way or your own way, you have your own style, understand, say, so from the beginning.
If you make it like that, if you make it to a certain extent, they will attribute it to something, but not your skill, your opportunity that you took advantage of or whatever. No, they will either say it is through juju that you made that money, or you are doing some corrupt means and all. They will give all sorts of attribution to why you are successful, and for that one, it is difficult to change people's mind because it is based on belief system. It is based on how they see the world, how they see things. I mean, I know somebody that says that nobody can make the kind of money that sometimes Zion Felix, Kodu Sheldon and others will come and say they have every right to call Fakye to correct whatever that has happened. But taking it to court will not, yield anything because you have to prove malice. It will not just end at them mentioning you because they did that based on information available to them. They did that based on the facts of whatever, like on the face of it. What they had was what they were responding to.
Okay.
Yes. So if you want to take them to court, you have to prove that they intentionally did it. And that one, they don't even need you to call them to apologize. They can just do a video say that, okay, based on this information, we said this, but now we know that it is not like that. So we apologize for any inconvenient cause. But they have done. Nothing can happen to them. Because when you go to court, they don't only take the thing that you have done, even if you have done it. They have to prove beyond reasonable doubt that you did that intentionally.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Another beautiful day to be back on your screens, and this is live on Sammy Flex TV. My name is Roland Amati, and this is Showbiz Daily. You are welcome. We are back again. You ever started to be PA3? Welcome. This time I can't trendy. But then you are welcome to another exciting edition of Showbiz Daily, and today I am your host again. Yes, the big man is resting. He's still in the holiday mood. So some see he will come back. He will come back. But still with me in the studios, I have the managing partner and also the online manager of Flex Entertainment, that is in Team Dodo Solomon, aka Chemo, who is also the big man in the space and our lawyer in the house. And also, I have with me Clifford Bano. Yes, he's also a practicing nurse at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Yes, he can reach Greater Accra Regional Hospital. And he's also an ardent follower and an observer of our space, that is the entertainment space. And he's a full-time SM fan. I know the man fan Accra and Kobe Grammy. Helping me with today's production is Sam Tuga as well as Theophilus Digosh. I don't know, see Kofi on it. Kofi on it photography as well as Officer Desert. Today, Shata Wale is in the news. Shata Wale is in the news. Abra and Fakye TV is also holding the neck of Beetztrap. And Davido is also part of our topics today. This is how we are going to start the show. So, with Abro and Bstrap. So, with the previous edition on Fakye TV, or that is Fakye Showbiz, we all know there are so many people that that particular platform has hosted. The likes of Shata Wale, Nanama McBrown, including other top celebrities. And so far, it is one of the fastest growing television channels in Ghana. And that one, now you cannot talk about entertainment shows without mentioning Fakye Showbiz. And during one of their sessions, that was when Abro was like, "Teacher, me wa semba koka." Yes, there now beka. And Abro raised an issue of him not being cool about the fact that the producer of Fakye Showbiz invited or placed the call to Beetztrap and his team, wanting to invite the musician onto their platform, only to be met with an appearance fee of 10,000. And with that, Abro did not take it lightly, and in fact, the kind of things he said about Beetztrap and his management and the fact that he wasn't cool about it was one that has caused Beetztrap and his team to release a press statement, and including threatening some legal actions. But before we go into the response, let's go and listen to what Abro had to say. When we come back, we will listen to Beetztrap them as well.
Fakye TV Beetztrap 10K as well over my dead body. Like a man resign, my trouble problem say my resign. Yeah, my 10K. Na Shata Wale about your 10K. Yeah, can't tell what Fakye TV say. One gonna see the paying from man.
Well, that is from Abro. If it is coming from abroad there, you know, say if you get on this other side, you will not take it lightly. But this is what is also coming from Beetztrap and his people. He says they released a press statement on April 22, 2025. And the headline says, "False claims aired on Fakye TV. Beetztrap, KOTM, and Way Up Limited wishes to address and clarify recent claims circulated by Fakye TV regarding alleged booking fee and appearance arrangement. A recent segment aired on Fakye TV suggests that Beetztrap KOTM demanded an amount of 10,000 Ghana cedis to appear on a show. We wish to firmly state that this information is misleading. The incident stemmed from a miscommunication involving an unauthorized individual who falsely claimed to represent Way Up Limited, proceeded to negotiate on Beetztrap KOTM behalf without the knowledge or approval of the artist managers or his official music company registered under the laws of Ghana. We categorically dissociate ourselves from the unnamed person and their actions. Way Up Limited and its legal attorney, lawyers, taking up the issue, requesting every video having mentioned Beetztrap KOTM on Fakye TV's social media to be taken down with a verbal clarification on the Fakye Showbiz. So according to the long and short of this press statement is that they have investigated the matter after they saw those videos going viral, and I'm talking about Abro's video. And with that, after further investigation, they realized that there was somebody who is an unauthorized person who was rather mediating or negotiating on behalf of Beetztrap and his management, and he was the one who seems to have charged the 10,000 from the Fakye TV and their crew. But then, My question is that, with this press statement and with their lawyers also looking into this matter, how is it going to go? Or who is at fault here? And how do we resolve this particular conversation? Chemo, let me start this with you. Who is wrong here in this particular conversation and how do we resolve it?
Well, if we have to blame anybody, it will be the unnamed person. Yes. If the unnamed person is in the camp of Beetztrap, then they don't have any case. Unless they will come and say that they don't know the guy is just impersonating to be part of them or claiming to be part of them, but it is false. If he's part of them, but they didn't sanction the negotiation, it's a different case altogether.
Okay.
In the case of Fakye TV, they are just responding based on information that they got from the unnamed person that Beetztrap and his team are talking about. So if that person is coming from their camp, there's no case here. In fact, if the person is not even coming from their camp, yes, they have every right to call Fakye to correct whatever that has happened. Okay. But taking it to court will not, yield anything. Because you have to prove malice. It will not just end at them mentioning you. Because they did that based on information available to them. They did that based on the facts of whatever, like on the face of it. What they had was what they were responding to.
Okay.
Yes. So if you want to take them to court, you have to prove that they intentionally did it. Just to prove malice that, okay, they had a plan, they intentionally decided to come out with such an information just to disgrace you or defame you or whatever that you want to call it.
Okay.
So going into court, I don't know how far this thing can go. But yes, as a professional institution, if you react to something and the person involved is saying that, hey, you are making a mistake here, I'm not involved and I don't know anything about it, I think it will be proper for you to rectify or correct or whatever miscommunication that has happened. So I think if indeed the person is not part of the Beetztrap team, then obviously I will urge the Fakye team or Fakye TV to correct the error. Even if they don't want to apologize, they can just correct it based on whoever that they were talking to.
But how about people who are also of the school of thought that, okay, let's take it as if, say, the guy who called the 10,000 is even part of it, is even part of the team.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you inviting somebody and the person charging you?
There's
for Abro to have gone that tangent.
The same thing. What is wrong with Abro also saying that we won't get such a person to be on our platform?
Should I interject?
Yeah, if you have anything to say, you can say.
Okay. To me, I felt Abro went far.
Fine. Yes. And nobody, I will not disagree with that opinion. But the point is that he is also sharing his opinion based on the charges that somebody is giving him. You see, you can decide to sell whatever that you are selling.
Yeah.
Somebody will say that, I did phone way saying I did beji sika we near the mean you will not feel good about it. But you can't also do anything about it. Because on no opinion say what they need phone and deserve a price. It's an opinion. It's not palatable, it's not nice. But the point is that technically you can't do anything to a person sharing their opinion. So obi ehun now I say wo de ohun yefe ana ohun otan na whatever can. Why I catch on? But you can't do anything about it. Because sa na nipa ni hu. Enti ohun say afi de ohun ofe. But you can't do anything about it.
Clifford. No, but do you also think, say, you are saying Abro went far.
Yeah,
he went too far.
He went too far.
But you explain your own going to break it down for me.
With their response, I'll come back to the response, but let me take Fakye's show for the time being. You see, Abro went far because even if the one negotiating, let me call him an outsourcer. Well, no, our outsourcing, you know, even the 10,000, if it was actually a figure quoted by Beetztrap's camp, Abro went far because it's a brand, or no brand, you know. So it's left for you to agree or disagree. When we go to a negotiation table, we agree to disagree, or we find the common grounds to agree on something. No, that's how he feels he can brand himself.
Okay.
So there's no need to say, oh, because that far say, pia, like, when Shatta, we were here when Shata Wale was coming up. VGMB, amount for quad, people get minor pays. They were,
some were not even paid at
now
themselves.
they were almost Shata Wale by far. But Shatta stood also on the jet. Do you understand? And today, so if Beetztrap is also coming up, and there are bigger artists who have been on the same platform with probably lesser amounts.
Or no amount.
They don't even.
They don't pay.
Or no amount. No, see, this is my brand, this is what I want. You see that Prince won't Prince on my name, but as simple as ABC.
Yeah, and
because
that's what
his
happened.
appearance, he's not coming alone. A lot of technical things going. He might come with his team.
Of course.
Full in and out.
Yes.
Yes.
Nobody is disagreeing. Nobody is against the fact that he can quote whatever price that he wants. But you are also, you shouldn't lose the sight of the fact that those who are saying that you don't deserve it also have every right to say that.
But does it also warrant
you don't
the
need to
strong
tarnish my image.
words?
Thank you. You don't need to tarnish my image. You can choose to disagree. Fine. But then don't use some words on me.
So you decide the words that somebody should use to respond to whatever that you
say
have.
I'll
That is if you can do that. Say onunzu betimi abo also more.
But they were not harsh in their response.
No, not at all.
So why should you also be harsh? It's said they are me obedia de omeho. Namabo price.
Yeah.
Instead of you bringing a counter offer, you decide to bring an insult.
Yes.
Of course, but which shouldn't be the
It shouldn't be like maybe you guys are not getting me. It shouldn't be. I mean, what Abro did, but what I want you guys to understand is that it is difficult to punish somebody for reacting like this. That's the angle that I'm going on. It's not like I support Abro, he should say those things. I mean, there's no need for that. Say, Uncle Kano, this one, you don't even bring it out.
Let me ask one more question.
You don't even bring it out.
Abro, so is he on Fakye TV? Like,
he's
a staff there.
Yeah, he's affiliated
he's
one way.
No,
their show.
get me straight.
Yeah.
He's paid to be on their
Yeah,
show,
Of course.
just like me here.
Yes.
Because he also talked about the fact that he was going to write a letter of resignation to them, and all. So he's in, whether direct or indirectly, with them.
No, if it's direct, fine, may have a say that one. But even that one, it shouldn't go that deep. But if it's an affiliate, just as I am here, yes, people might think I'm so much into Sammy Flex. But when it comes to some decision making, I'm not involved. Until say, Obi.
Oh, but you can
still... I can share my opinion, but I can't go so hard. Because there may be some information I may not be privy to. So if Abro is in the same shoes as I am here, then you went too far.
Yes, I think I have to clarify my position.
Yeah.
If I'm to talk about what Abro did, I'm against it. It's not like I like the way that he went about it and all those things. Yeah, that's the clarification. But I was responding to the law, the threats, yes. That's why I
what
do you have to say about the response?
The response,
Beetztrap
it's really clear. But then, if they say unmentioned and unnamed person, investigation went on before they realized there was an unnamed person. So is that unnamed person? If you be able to release the press statement, I'm sure they have the name, but for some reasons they are just trying to protect the integrity of the person. Then there's no need for the press release as well.
But now they want you guys to take the video down and also render some form of clarification to the matter. But they don't want to mention the person's name.
This could be done back door.
Exactly. So
this conversation could be done back without the
that's
press
where
release.
I came in. It's not like I'm supporting Abro in any way. I mean, there was no need for what he did.
Exactly.
In fact, they could have even decided not to talk about it. More inviting the panel, Wabomo price, you can't pay. End of story. You don't even come out and say that we were looking for this guy and he's quoting us this price. But if they decide to come out like the way Abro did, you can't use legal threat to say they should do ABCD.
Oh, they said they're good moving, so pull it down.
No,
I can't say to pull it down.
No, who go moving?
It's not as if say you have a fact. You don't have a fact.
No, they acted.
They
acted based on.
Oh, it's not true. Yeah, so you can pull it down. I can ask you to pull it down.
So they can say that they acted based on information available to them. If based on that, it has caused you anything, they apologize. That's why it ends.
No,
because it's not malice. Can you prove that?
You know that when you get to the law court, because you don't have information, inform. It's your duty to it's your duty to know what the law says, or it's your duty to know.
And we know what the law says, so yeah.
Maybe as a conversation, I say they had a misinformation. So it's your duty to say if you want Clifford Barno, don't go to Roland. If you know Roland is not part of my management team, so it's your duty to look for who is in my management team or look for me personally.
But you know what I also think. I also think that the press statement from the Beetztrap and his people looks some way to me, and you know why. My point is that you think something unfair has been done to you, of which we all agree. But then somebody needs to take responsibility.
Thank you.
The fact that you want to shield the person's name now in the conversation,
the person is
can even trigger the Fakye people not to even pull the video down.
In fact, I don't see them pulling it down. But professionally, they can maintain that and still rectify or
of course
correct whatever information that they do. And again, let me come in with what you were saying, that they acted based on information available to them. At the point that they were responding, they didn't know that it was wrong information,
or the guy was not part of them
team. And so, that's where you should be held responsible.
No,
but they can come and apologize.
If you can prove that they intentionally did that.
The fact that me share Sammy Flex studio.
Yeah.
I want to go into negotiation with Sammy Flex studio. Now me make a pure baby for
yeah.
It's your responsibility. No, it's my responsibility. Man, me find this here. Man, me fact find this here.
Let me say.
I'm go pure baby for. So assuming the 10,000 deal was sold and the money was paid to this unmentioned or unknown person. No, could this scanner.
Yeah. Fakye Puaboka.
Thank you. It's their responsibility.
No, yes.
And in the same way, fact findings.
No. It's their responsibility if it goes wrong. But in the same vein, if they come out to say that this person came on behalf of Beetztrap and his team, and this is what they did to us, Beetztrap cannot just take them to court because they have mentioned his name.
Utia is because I'm arrested, so I'm a C idea. What are you supposed to do?
If you are here telling me that who you see, I will ask for your details.
Thank you.
Yes.
So what I do? You are doing fact findings.
No, listen.
So
they did that. Here's the thing. They did those things based on what they did. You see, for you to get them responsible for anything in court, you have to prove that they did that with malice. It's important.
With intention.
With the intention of spoiling your name. Well, if they did that based on information available, the only thing that they will tell them to do is to apologize. And that one, they don't even need you to call them to apologize. They can just do a video say that, okay, based on this information, we said this, but now we know that it is not like that, so we apologize for any inconvenient cause. But they have done. Nothing can happen to them. Because when you go to court, they don't only take the thing that you have done, even if you have done it. They have to prove beyond reasonable doubt that you did that intentionally.
Okay.
Young Kwai, Young Twaso. And it is still Showbiz Daily. This is not Artist of the Year debate. It is Showbiz Daily, and we are talking about Beetztrap versus Fakye TV. But then, you also have a stake in it, so the comment section is definitely designed for you. Into our second story, somebody would ask that, yes, at a point when you are coming up as an artist, like Akola, so that at least you can get money in your pocket, eat what you want, sleep at any time that you want. But you get there and you realize that it is not like you think. Adulthood has come, like some people would say. And that is why some people are also surprised by Davido's recent interview with Adishope, talking about how he is still pushing, like after all Davido has done, has achieved, and is still, like, whatever he has, Davido is still going on the street, moving here and there, and is still working like an upcoming artist. Well, I don't know what you make of this conversation though, but there's a video to it. Let's go and watch the video talk about how he is pushing his 5 album. And when we come back, I'll ask my people, you don't do too much. Can't we rest at any point in time? Or there's something that is chasing us? Watch this video.
Sort of work he puts into this, and reason being, not only because it's my job, but because I know the amount of work he puts into this app. Yes, and also as an artist, you have to learn to evolve. When I say evolve, that means you never stop. No matter how big it gets, you can never stop. Ed Sheeran, where they do 500 stadium, entered the bus and was playing guitar around Moldo when you were dropping. Am I lying?
100%. At season over a week ago.
So I'm like, but and also, it's just like sports. These people, they'll win World Cup, they'll do all this stuff. But why do they want to keep playing? Because they love it. It's their activity. Even if Japan is calling them, they'll go to Japan. Even if it's, so with me, it's just like, I feel like this rollout that we did just renewed my love for everything. Do you understand? You know what I'm saying? Doing interviews, and that's how it should be. I don't feel like you should ever cage yourself because of you feel like what.
That is the video for you. Cliff, let me start this with you. Can't we rest as people?
Rest
because this is the
day
video.
you cease breathing, that's where you rest.
Hey. I mean, there is no sleep for the wicked.
No, that's not sleep. Bro, funny enough, wherever you are, let me take this generally. Me general say. Maybe I'll do Abra no. There is a point of like unsatisfaction. From here to where you are, so probably might not be my target from the because it might look vague. So I may look towards Chemo because I'm not very, very close. The moment I achieve Chemo status, I say no, Charlie. Say na the height. I could go. One say quino a what. So you always want to keep climbing. So there is no people say the sky is the limit. The sky is not the limit. You can go beyond. Because who do sky? No one say there are other heavens beyond the skies. But from here, no, as far as you can see, it's just the skies. But who chance now confuse? Someone say, hey, there are other elements beyond the skies that you might want to get or achieve. So if the video is still pushing, he has to push. And now we live in a day, sir. So those social media are very full. I like the way they call internet. Abefo in tree, right? Abefo, but abe expensive. So
Abefo doesn't mean airful as in it's cheap or affordable.
Direct current as in current.
Current. Oh, okay. It looks
direct translation.
Means modern.
But it looks cheap. But it's very expensive too. And it's been unpredictable. You can't really predict how things will go. And you say, oh, one share now one strategize and put yourself in a strategic position. You might think you're in a comfortable lead, but it be you.
Sir?
Oh, it's true. It be you.
Even after all that you have achieved?
I told you, it be you. Let me give you a typical example. Well, we see you set more. No bad blood. But I mean the main example.
Don't mention names. Just.
Obi release album and say yeah. Well. It was supposed to be a talkability. It's a big star in our setting. I could say a copper. But some way, somehow, whether planned or unplanned, Obi the part that could born in him. There will be the influencer rather ever. Ebe overshadow all the talkabilities. Do you understand? And to one share terrain ye, now one strategize there. Forget about where you are. The person is not a kid. Like when it comes to the industry, though he might be a kid, but yeah, he was making remarks. But
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, Black Sheriff finish.
Thank you. You get me? Imagine black, yeah, comfortable. Oh, I'm black. Ebe you know. Do you get it? Into the first I will plan, will be so planning. And I funny enough say, not that the person might necessarily be planning against you, but there's something called coincidence. It's me be share. One share and then overshadow. So if you don't find creative ways and strategies to push your works, because also say work no, our no. Also you've invested into it.
In this case, we are talking about somebody that looking from afar, you can say that he has made it.
Oh, I make it, but I don't think it's why satisfy and resigning.
That is that one is personal, but you looking from afar, you can say that no, this guy has made it.
Yeah, because
so
when you look at the video, you can clearly know
let me
the
quote
video
something. Many years ago, I think some 15 years ago, I'm sure Bill Gates interviewed me. Presenter was interviewing Bill Gates at work. He was on the computer thing, so I don't know what I was doing, but blah 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 blah. And all your interview, I was still doing whatever I was doing. I was, oh, can you pause for just a minute? See if I miss a second, I miss millions of dollars. He was still talking, doing whatever I was doing. Look at Big Guy as I bought it. By then, but donate some amount to Africa just to fight malaria. Here's some of money. I could change. I don't want to quote the figure, but I may get it wrong. But when you use some of money for Africa, saying for fighting just malaria, that could change like the whole Ghana situation as I then. Thank you. And yes, he was telling me, if I miss a second, I miss millions of dollars. Look at where he was then. You should have been satisfied.
Chemo.
So, Charlie,
successful people and their working attitude.
Yeah.
What is there to learn?
Yes, that's it's as simple as that. You can't be successful and you relax at a point because you think you have made it. And you see, Davido made an example when you watch the video. He said that Ed Sheeran has done more than him. But he has seen Ed Sheeran in a bus singing for people, going around with his guitar and playing. So who is he to relax? He has more work to do. I mean, that is it. At any point in time, you need to find somebody that you think the person is better than you in your field, and then you aspire to get there and even do more. And I think exactly what Davido is doing. He's not just looking at his finances at this time. He's not just looking at his status in the music industry. I think he has done enough to earn a seat, but he wants more. And at this time, it's about personal satisfaction. What will make him satisfied is what he's doing. And you see, that basic assumption of how people act, and they say that humans are purposeful, and our action is being motivated by the need for satisfaction. If you are not satisfied with what you are doing, you will not do it. So when somebody is doing something, don't sit somewhere and say, there's a purpose for it.
Of course.
And the satisfaction could be anything. The satisfaction could be even just to impress girl be a wapena onyano. It will so yes I didn't we are girl no be
mommy will
like
not go.
Go exactly. When you do yes me yes I didn't there mommy will not go. And until all you into you feel that Charlie, this guy, he has done so much. Why is he troubling himself? Why is he not sleeping and all those? Now It is not about him making money. It's not about him getting status in society. It's about pleasing one girl. It's about pleasing one person be somewhere. That's the motivation. So you sitting outside will get it wrong. The same thing with Davido at this time. He will have personal goals to achieve. And that one, you are not in his head. Looking from outside, looking from afar, we can say that this guy is a successful guy. He has done enough for us to say that, Charlie, you are successful. But we can't know what is in his head, why he keeps on going, he keeps on doing more. At this point, it's about self-actualization. What he will do and feel that, oh, okay, I did it. I said I would do it and I've done it. That's what is pushing him at this time. So if you want to achieve more, that should be your aim. That should be your goal. Instead of just talking and complaining that the system is not for me. Find a way.
How do we break that perception of, okay, with some people having a different imagination of the success of these people?
Yeah.
Say, oh, okay, bia, obi wa ononim so Davido, nebusuafo was kebintina, or yes, successful.
Yeah.
How do we break that jinx or that perception from people's mind, especially the ones coming?
It's difficult. It's difficult to change people's mind about some of these things. I mean, even in our society as we have it now, if you make it like that, if you make it to a certain extent, they will attribute it to something, but not your skill, your opportunity that you took advantage of or whatever. No, they will either say it is through juju that you made that money, or you are doing some corrupt means and all. They will give all sorts of attribution to why you are successful, and for that one, it is difficult to change people's mind because it is based on belief system. It is based on how they see the world, how they see things. I mean, I know somebody that says that nobody can make the kind of money that sometimes Zion Felix, Sheldon and others will come and say, because YouTube musicani and so much me they are doing something somewhere and all this. Yeah, exactly. So it's so difficult. In fact, that's why somebody will even go for Sika Gari. But now Sika Gari is no more.
Sika fried rice.
They say they used to Gari because she has turned from evangelist and all this. So for me, I think it's about belief system and how people see others. I mean, some people are angry that some people are making money. You agree, Akanda, or see. Because they feel that they are not making it is because that you are making it, and based on whatever that they will assume that you are doing to make it. So I think it's a personal thing. It's either you take inspiration from someone and do better, or you can talk them down or say whatever that they are doing is not legitimate just for you to feel good about yourself. Davido case, he is taking inspiration from somebody who is doing better than him. But somebody will also look at Davido and say, I know papa and Kaunio Bia, Kauntimim Bonimundruha. And you know, no, not only papa or Tesano, Untimim Bondruha. There's nothing wrong. So people will choose how they see things and how they move on based on whatever opportunity available to them. So let's leave people to think anyway. But if you have to be positive, then we will tell them that take inspiration from those who are making it in life, so that you can also do good for yourself.
Talking about working attitude, another person is also in the news, and not there in Ghana. Somebody that is known to be releasing plenty songs in the system. And recently, there were conversations in the space about Shata Wale's working attitude, and even as far back as 2017-2018, when even one video that has gone viral is one of a content creator named Tony Wings, who did a video talking about the exploits of Shata Wale between 2017 and 2018, releasing over 100 songs, and in a year under review, getting over 20 hit songs, unprecedented. And when this particular video or conversation hit the internet, Shata Wale came to respond. Captured on Ghana Web, says Shatta drops fresh jabs at critics who attacked him over past music releases. Popular Ghanaian dancehall artist Shata Wale has lashed out at critics who have questioned his music style and consistency with which he used to release songs in the past. In a post shared on his official Facebook wall on Thursday, April 24, 2025, the outspoken musician addressed those who, in his view, failed to appreciate his contributions to the entertainment industry during his peak years. This is a quote. He says, "We were releasing our songs back to back, but most of you got caught up with who is trending, branding, and who is winning awards and traveling. But that didn't stop me," he wrote, referencing the period when he dominated the airwaves with multiple hit songs, often released in quick succession. Shata Wale also expressed frustration over how fans seem to prioritize industry trends, branding, and international recognition over genuine artistry and consistency. According to him, despite the lack of acknowledgement from some quarters, he remained committed to entertaining Ghanaians. He further urged Ghanaians to embrace the contentment and trust in divine blessings rather than human validation. And this is another quote from Shatta. It says, "Learn how to be content with what you have today, because your blessing from God cannot be scripted by mankind, but only God," he wrote. In a typical Shata Wale fashion, he ended the post on a bold and triumphant note, reminding fans and critics alike of his role in shaping the industry. The last quote says, "I am the master trendsetter. Always remember, SM God is a big God," he declared. Chevo, let me start this conversation with you before I go to the full-time SM fan. Working attitude, we are coming back to another working attitude, and one that was even criticized and chastised for. And also the direction of industry and fans at a particular point in time. And this is the Shatta story. What do you make of this?
You see, it's an interesting one, and again, you can't, how do I put it? Like, it is difficult to figure out how people should comment at the point or at the time that you were taking certain actions.
Okay.
It's very, very difficult. And again, some people will not understand you until the end results. Some people will get it wrong right from the onset. Some people will also get it right, just based on how they think that you are going about it. And Shatta's case is a typical example. You see, when it was happening, we had a lot of people thinking that, what is this guy doing? What is it? What is it? Okay. There were few people who were like, Charlie, but the guy, he's a hard-working guy. So for him to be releasing song like
Back to back.
every day, like 2 songs a day, there, Charlie, the guy is hard-working. Yes, that's how they will interpret it. You see, but the end results will either shut those who were against it, or also give praises to those who got it right.
Okay.
Because those who got it right will be like, hey, Charlie, they are good, they can predict who will succeed and who will not succeed. Yes. And if that person is a prophet or a software, I just say, what did you?
What's up,
what did you? Say, on your software, and now a software, now I'll go the other side, and now I'm fancy there. Now, sorry, so, and you see, we live in the world that we either predict things or believe some people to take certain actions. Yes, but for those who succeed in life, they don't always follow the norm. And Shata Wale is a typical example.
Okay.
He will not follow the norm. Obi Beka Chen said, no, and the release Bakwama 1 month. Shata Wale 2 minutes be released. When you catch any, then he will start doing the opposite. Just to prove to you that he will succeed with his approach based on his strength and what he can do best. So that is life for you. You see, I've seen a video that Tilly Ekwenipa was trying to analyze the songs that Shata Wale he's been releasing back to back to back. And for her, she thought that, okay, Shatta is doing that because every song that he releases, he's at least clocking not less than 20K views on YouTube. So if he's releasing a lot of songs, it will turn out to be good money for him.
Okay.
So that's Tiliakwenipe's explanation to it. Yes. But as I said, somebody will also see it and say that Shata Wale is a hard-working musician. He's been releasing a lot of songs. Somebody is giving it the Shata Wale's motivation is money.
Okay.
He will release to make money. Somebody say he's hardworking.
Hardworking.
Again, somebody somewhere will also feel good that he's getting new song every day to learn and dance to it.
Okay.
So how people will react to whatever that you are doing, they are diverse, they are so different. But the end results will let us say that, okay, what you did was a good thing or what you did didn't work, so do something else. Shata Wale's strategy is working till now. So what again can you say that will let him stop or do something different? It won't, because you don't just change the winning strategy. And Shata Wale is winning with what he's doing.
So
he's enjoying the kind of free publicity or spotlight on him in a way that you can't do anything about it.
Okay.
Even if you go negative, it is for him. If you go positive, it's for him. So no matter the angle that you take it, for those who say that we're releasing they are talking about him. And when you do something like that, people will go and listen to the song that you are talking about. And 20 of them can be a hit in 1 year. And I've not seen any musician in this world or heard any musician in this world that can get 20 hit song in a year. I've not seen it. Even 10, I don't know if it has happened before. I don't know that one. That even that Lumba that we say that he can
release albums and maybe
and everything
like
even at the time that Lumba will release 8 songs.
8 songs.
So
4
if,
year, 4 there.
So if it's a hit, it's 4. It's 8. So I'm yet to see somebody getting a straight 15 hit song or straight 20 hit songs or something that people will say, okay, this one you can all agree that they are hit songs. That is it. So I think Shata Wale's strategy is working. And if you have the ability or capability to do same, why not? You can also try. But don't just follow Shata Wale because his things are different from everybody. So look for your path and then go through that path. And if you think Shata Wale's action or inactions may help you, why not adapt it? But be careful how you go about it.
Clever.
Yeah.
Shata Wale's continuous release and how people
There's
interpret
a
it.
saying in Ghana that goes like this. Ke ofinon mefenya fe. Obana non mefenya na. Do you understand? What to me ye niama obia to me nya.
Obenya ni obia to me.
Obenya and obehu nia obia to me hu. Aha. Shata Wale, what I have learned from him is he always does things in the unconventional way. And sometimes I wonder where he was raised. Simply because we're all raised in a setting where, or in a situation where society is going this way. So for some reasons, your parents will carve you to tune that line. Because Obi Afano, this is the acceptable norm.
Yeah, of course.
And I wonder where he came from to break out of that shell. Yeah. Or whom be being term. That is one reason why I really like Shata Wale till today.
See.
Yeah. Because man say na kwen nyina no is unconventional.
Oh yeah, up.
Thank you. Obey you because and you realize you equally had similar opportunity, but like, well, sorry in them, I said, no other. So, that is who Shata Wale is. But as Chemo said, it's a good thing. But don't make us a Shata Wale. You can draw inspiration out of that. You can release songs or whichever sector you are, you can be doing things more. But you to watch what will favor you per your strength, per your resource, per your abilities. Then you go according to. And you say Chin Chin and Shatta is going the unconventional way. I must go the unconventional way. No, Embo. I remember today I was having a meeting with someone. The person was trying to direct me somewhere because it's my field, and I'm also telling the person I want to go this way. Say this is your field. Go. We say no, my field. When I watch, things will not go. See, go that field. So, but is it from now? No sure. From my field. But me transfer me sure in prosper if I'm able to endure. In the near future, but that is 50-50. That's so Shatta releasing music back to back previous years till now. He went back, he sat down, and not share the terrain, and not share the trend at which things were going. I was like, okay, if they are going this way, let me go that way.
But Clifford, as upcoming artists that we would want people to look up to, how do we sieve? Okay, Shatta has done this, or he's been doing this for the past years. How do we determine the one that is good from the one that is bad, and how do we draw that inspiration?
Aside your resources, your consistency. That's one thing with Shatta. One year do baby and give you up on it.
Okay.
He kept it, so it became a bear or no. So the moment you mention Shatta and music, we say, "Oh, we tune him up ball, Sam, or whatever." A bear or no, so consistency is one. Resilience, regardless of challenges. Then I Shatta and face it. Backlash went on face it. Backlash went on face it, but yes, still he stood. Even at the point when everything seems to turn around against him, he saw the light in the over the tunnel.
At the end of the tunnel.
Yes, and or dry. Yeah. So if you are an upcoming artist and you want to draw inspiration from this, get your craft well, brand yourself well, be consistent, be resilient. Yes, as I said there, one thing I've also realized in our setting is we don't accept change easily. And the phobia about until Abidjan, we already want what is already established. Then we go with it. If you also want to tune that way or your own way, you have your own style. Understand, say, from the beginning. But just be consistent, be resilient, be perseverance. Just push, keep pushing till the system will accept it.
Thank you, Clifford. Looks like whilst some people are doing Throwback Thursday, this is going to be a motivational Thursday on Showbiz Daily. Thanks to Intimidodi Solomon Chemu as well. Thanks to Sam Tuga. Thanks to Theophilus Digosh. Thanks to Officer Desert. And to you as well for being with us. You can also share your views in the comment section. Recommend this channel to others. My name is Roland Amate. We'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye.
Check now, check it, fa check it, check it. The beat is real, don't wait make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, fa check it, green select glucometer, check it. Sugar level for check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.